All new tonight, for more than 20 years, a Beaumont woman has been working to preserve a piece of Black history. Evergreen Cemetery was abandoned in the 60s, leaving many of the tombstones in ruins. Sandra Wilturner set out to make things right for the 21 fallen Black military members who were buried there. And tomorrow, 2 of the Buffalo soldiers will be honored with new headstones. 12 News reporter Kayla Chote met with a woman who discovered the abandoned cemetery. Kayla.
Buried beneath these 3.5 acres lies 2 Buffalo soldiers, Private Jerry Lloyd and Sergeant George Shaw. After leaving First Full Gospel Church, a chance encounter with a woman led Sandra Wilturner to Evergreen Cemetery. She discovered it was abandoned and deteriorating. She began the process of getting the cemetery cleaned up. Wilturner also enlisted the help of Peggy Dubé, a genealogist, to find out who was buried here and when the cemetery was established. Wilturner says that in 1912, the McGaffey family moved from Sabine Pass to Beaumont and were members of the Mount Gilead Church, which is now First Full Gospel Church. She says they turned the church's backyard into a burial ground for Black people because during Jim Crow, she says, there were restrictions on where they could be buried. Wilturner says they determined out of almost 400 graves, 21 were soldiers.
And when we began to see who was actually buried back here, and when we saw how the military guys never got their just due, George Shaw was one of them. He died in action in France. He was at the tail end of the Buffalo Soldiers Regiment.
In 2000, Wilturner created the Evergreen Cemetery Foundation, and on Saturday they will commemorate 2 Buffalo soldiers, Sergeant George Shaw and Private Jerry Lloyd, with new headstones. At 6 p.m., we'll take a closer look at what it takes to upkeep these grounds and how this cemetery was named a historic landmark. In Beaumont, Kayla Chote, 12 News.